Welcome to The Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert, and it is Friday. It is Friday. You can feel it.
Yes, indeed.
You can feel it. It's real. And today, Congress got a much-needed break from the impeachment hearings. They've all gone home to celebrate Thanksgiving, where I'm sure no one will argue about impeachment. Trump also got a break. Surprisingly, it was a smoke break. Because today, Trump met with members of the vaping industry. Now, you might remember a while back, Trump surprised everybody by announcing that he would be banning flavored e-cigarettes.
We have a problem in our country. It's a new problem. It's a problem that nobody really thought about too much a few years ago, and it's called vaping, especially vaping as it pertains to innocent children. And they're coming home and they're saying, "Mom, I want to vape."
Yeah, that's what they say. That's exactly what they say. It's a classic rebel kid move, asking for permission. Mom, I want to vape. Also, I want to have unprotected sex. And when you're out of town, I was thinking about throwing a huge rager where somebody breaks Grandma's urn over there. If you could get back to me on all that ASAP, that'd be great. Now, this was very personal. This issue. Not sure what we're applauding, but thank you. This issue is very personal for Trump. It's an issue that affects his family.
We can't allow people to get sick, and we can't have our youth be so affected. And I'm hearing it, and that's how the First Lady got involved. And she's got a son together that is a beautiful young man, and she feels very, very strongly about it.
No, I haven't spent much time with her son together as I'd like. When he was born, I was in a very stormy situation. And very stormy time. Right now, it was a storm I just had to ride out. Now,
This was an important issue for the First Lady. This was a personal project of hers. And Trump's vape ban was a solemn commitment to his wife, so naturally he broke it. Because this week he reversed course on the ban due to concerns that he'd anger his supporters and eliminate vaping-related jobs. That is an interesting approach to public health.
well, I was gonna stop the children from inhaling poison, but then I thought, what about the poor poison salesmen who make their living poisoning children? How are they gonna feed their poison kids?
It wasn't just the threat of job losses out there, though. Apparently, Trump was shaken by protesters at his rallies. And these protesters were really something. Here's an actual photo of a group of them demonstrating for, I'm not entirely sure. Well, Trump might want soon to disappear in a fog of mango-flavored poison mist himself, because we're learning more about what went on behind the scenes in his scheme to get Ukraine to investigate the Bidens, specifically the role of Rudy Giuliani's associates, Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman, the Ursula's eels of the Ukraine investigation.
Oh, wow, wow.
Worth it.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Baby.
Now, Trump has denied knowing who these two guys are, which is odd, because we just learned that Parnas and Fruman were guests last year at the White House's annual Hanukkah party, or as Trump calls it, Little Hat Candle Christmas. Oh, Candle Christmas visitors, why are your hats so tiny? Now, these parties are big, crowded affairs, but Lev and Igor got VIP treatment. At one point during the party, Parnas and Fruman slipped out to have a private meeting with the president and Giuliani. Though, I know, sounds bad, though it is a Hanukkah party, they may have just gone off to play a high-stakes game of dreidel.
This is the first casino I've been to where they don't judge me for eating the coins.
But some people...
Recollection.
Come on, Gimmel.
Uh-oh.
Now, but it might not have been so innocent after all, because after he met with Trump, Lev Parnas told two of his buddies he was on a secret mission to pressure the Ukrainian government to investigate Joe Biden like some sort of James Bond mission. Yes. A James Bond mission. The one thing you don't want in a spy is someone excited to tell everyone they're a spy. My name's James Bond and I'm a spy. Here's my license to kill. Well, it's a learner's permit right now. Don't look at the picture. I have a tuxedo on under my wetsuit and it's really binding in the crotch.